Do you think there will come a point where technologically we're capable of eradicating that, should we choose to? There seems to be a lot of people who'd like to do that.
Sexual dimorphism?
Yeah. Or to compensate for it somehow in a way that it doesn't manifest itself in the way that it currently does, where one sex is stronger and therefore quote unquote more oppressive, and the other one is, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, of course. I mean, I think this is just, can I swear here?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
This is just batshit crazy, right? Like I grew up in the 70s and 80s, and all options were on the table for me. And granted, I grew up on, the West Coast of America with parents who, looked at me and said, okay, we weren't expecting that in a girl, but cool. You want to be mathy, you want to be sportsy, like go for it, do those things. And it was because the world seemed to be willing to abandon those regressive gender roles that weren't necessary anymore without ever pretending that me being good at math meant I wasn't a girl. Right? Like that's the thing that we are emerging into now. It's this regressive backward slide into stereotypes that I thought we were free of. Like, actually, no, men can't gestate or lactate or give birth or any of that. And if you are a particularly caregiving man who wants to be the primary parent for your child, that's awesome. But you still don't get to breastfeed because that's not what men do. Right. So like we can get rid of a lot of the layer on top that we weren't able to before. And, there's a tension, as you, Jordan, have pointed out, like we've got all this freedom and you push it too far and you get people really, really confused and unable to make choices among all of the things that are downstream of the freedom. But if we can just hold on to the reality at base and then say, okay, now, if you're a scientist, that doesn't make you male-ish. And if you're an artist, that doesn't make you female-ish. And we should be able to live in that world. I feel like that is the world that we were creating until, frankly, until sort of the 90s, when this grip on academia that looked postmodern and post-structuralist was happening. And then it bled out into the schools of ed and the media and Hollywood and big tech and every place else.